out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick for Naples draft. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 50 yards.
And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Giants 7, Falcons nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Give them 40 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Throw left side, there's London.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jackson.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First down.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, Jackson. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Dart going to give the Scatteroo.
And he'll get this out to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. There don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing his Dart.
He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And now move it a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Real quick. They be on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm better, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Mixon hit it. All the ball is out. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Jackson.
This pass is caught by London. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 21-14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
This time Jackson will throw it.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Mixon with a first down carry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Jackson now.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He connects with Hyatt.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
On play action, here's Dart.
And this hit straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Give up the middle, Scatterby.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Theo Johnson,
37 yards.
And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
39 yards.
and the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
To throw is Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. An inside run with Scatterby. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Dart. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Dart going to look to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 53 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Loose inside the 30, inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
65 yards.
and the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Full connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Chase Young.
He's the culprit, dropping in for a 2-yard loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He'll dump this off to Scatterboo.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
They'll go. Here's Dart. Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the Giants' 1st down.
Throwing his Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Hyatt has got it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw now, Dart.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out of Portland, especially given the new rules, they're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jackson from the shotgun.
Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 3. Scatterberg going to run it out of the gun.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
1st down, here's Scatterberg.
Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterberg.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll get this to Scatterberg.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you can hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now it's Jackson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Giants' 33-yard line.
Jackson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here's first down.
It's hot. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
They hand off to their go tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Mixing up the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is gone. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?